5 rackets need to be placed in 3 boxes. Each box can hold all the 5 rackets. In how many ways can the racket be placed in the boxes so that no box can be empty if all rackets are different but all boxes are identical? The rackets are different. So I have A, B, C, D, E. The boxes are identical. So we have box, box, box. And then we know that these are going to be placed. Any racket, any box can hold all 5 rackets. I can take all 5 and put it here. It has enough capacity. But the question clearly says no box can be empty. There will be no 0 here. Each of them should have at least 1. 1 is already there. Right? So the boxes are identical. Keep that in mind. Right? So think about the number of toys that can go into the boxes. And so 1, 1, 1 is already there. Finally, we have 2 remaining. I can put that as 1 and 1, or I can put both in the same box. Or the number of toys could be 3, 1, 1, or 2, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now we are going to dive deep. 3, 1, 1, the number of toys into each box. Now, do we need to worry about 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3? The 3 toys, 3 rackets being in this box, vis-a-vis this box, vis-a-vis that box. Do we need to really worry about that? No, we don't. Why? Because the boxes are identical. There is one box that has 3 rackets. Right? There's not a specific box that has 3 rackets. Out of the 3 boxes, 1 has 3. So we need to worry 1 has 3 out of 5. So 3, 1, 1 or 1, 3, 1 or 1, 1, 3, that doesn't make any difference. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, that doesn't make any difference. Right? So now we know that out of these 5, we need to put 3 in one box, 1 in the second box, 1 in the third box. How many ways can we do that? Then we are through. Right? How many ways can we do that? Out of 5, we're selecting 3, 5C3. Out of the remaining 2, we select 1, 2C1. The last one is just 1. Likewise, 5C2, 3C2, last one just 1. However, the beautiful question, because of one final catch after this. Right? 5C3, we done that. And out of the remaining 2, we select 1 and put here. But imagine this process. After we have A, B, C, D, E, after we select 3 out of these, let's say we select D, E, and C. We have A and B remaining. When A and B have to be put in 2 identical boxes. One in one, the other in other. And how many ways can it be done? I have 2 toys in me. Could I put 1 in this and 1 in the other? The boxes are identical. Whether I put A, B like this or A, B like this, it doesn't matter. So it is not 5C3 into 2C1. Think about it. It's a beautiful, beautiful catch. It is only 5C3. The moment I've selected 3 out of 5, I'm done. I'm going to put C, D, and D into one box. A goes into the second, B goes into the third. Whether B goes into the second, A goes into the third, or the other way around, doesn't matter. The boxes are identical. These 2, 1, 1, they're identical. I'm going to put 1 in each. I have 2 toys. I'm going to put 1 in one box, 1 in the other box. How many ways can I do it? Only one way. If I put C, D, E here, if I put A here and B here, or B here and A here, it doesn't matter. It's the same because the boxes are identical. So it's not 5C3 into 3C2 into 2C1. It's just 5C3. Very important point. Here again, 5C2, 3C2, 1C1. Out of the 5, I select 2. Let's say A and B. Out of the 3, I select 2. Let's say C and D. And then E goes there. Right? Imagine this. I'm selecting A, B, C, D, and E. This case is slightly different. At stage 1, I cannot say I don't even need to do 3C2 because I have 3 toys. 2 of them have to go in one box. So I have to select. But this selection, in a section where we do CD here, AB here, and E here, they're identical. I select A and B to go to the first box, C and D for the second box, E for the third, or C and D for the first box, AB for the second box, E in the third. Effectively, I'm doing the same thing because the boxes are identical. So this one is not 5C2 into 3C2. It is 5C2 into 3C2 by 2. 5C2 is 10, 3C2 is 3. 10 into 3 by 2. Which is 5 into 3. 15. This one is 5C3, which is 10. 10 plus 15, 25. Beautiful question, absolutely delightful question. Because of this final thing that you have to do, we should not be doing 5C3 into 2C1. We should not be doing 5C2 into 3C2. We are doing 5C2 into 3C2. We have to divide by 2 because 5C2 into 3C2, I'm effectively double counting. AB and CD, CD and AB, both are same. And so be switched on about that. This whole thing happened because the back boxes are identical. Just keep that in mind. The boxes are identical. We need to be careful with the math. A box containing 2 white shirts, 3 black shirts, and 4 red shirts. Box contains 2 white shirts, W1, W2, 3 black shirts, B1, B2, B3, 4 red shirts, R1, R2, R3, R4. In how many ways can 3 shirts be drawn from the box if at least 1 black shirt is to be included in the draw? Oh, tricky. At least 1 black. And so the number of black shirts should be at least 1. So I'm going to start with black shirts. So black, white, red. So I could have 1 black shirt or 2 or 3. We cannot have 0. Lovely. So 1 black shirt. That means the other 2 are from white and red. Right? So 1 black shirt is selected. We could have 0 white and 2 red, or 1 black shirt, 2 white and 0 red, or 1 black shirt, 1 white, 1 red. And then we'll have to move on to there being 2 black shirts. We'll come to that. Let me compute this first. Right? Out of 3 black shirts, we select 1. This can be done in 3 ways. Out of 2 white shirts, we select nothing. So there's only 1 way. 2. This is 4C2. 4C2 is 6. So 3 into 6, 18. This can be done in 3 ways. Out of 2 white shirts, we select both. It can be done in only 1 way. 3 into 1. 3 ways of doing this. 3 ways of selecting the black shirt. This is 2C1 into 4C1. 2 into 4, 8. 8 into 3, 24. When you're selecting 1 black shirt, 18 plus 3, 21. 21 plus 24, 45. 1 black shirt, there are 45 ways of doing this. Now let's move on to there being 2 black shirts. Black, there are 2. White and red. We have only 1 more shirt to pick. It could be 1, 0 or 0, 1. Number of ways of selecting 2 black shirts from 3 is 3C2, which is 3. This is 2C1. This is 4C1. So 3C2 is 3. 3 into 2, 6 ways. 3C2 to 3. 3 into 4, 12 ways. So of selecting 2 black shirts, 18 ways. So the number of black shirts could be 1, 2 or 3. 1 black shirt, there were 45 ways totally. 2 black shirts, there are 18 ways. Let's say 3 black shirts. We select only 3 shirts. All 3 are black. No red, no white. Number of ways of selecting 3 black shirts, only 3. Only 1 way. 1 way totally. Or the total number of ways is 45 when there is only 1 black shirt. 18 when there are 2 black shirts. Plus 1 when there are 3 black shirts. 13 plus 1. 14, 4, 1. 64. Luckily, that's there the choices. That's the answer we are looking for. Methodically do this. You should select at least 1 black. So it could be 1 black, 2 black or 3 blacks. After that, go step by step, fill in red and white and then solve this. Can you calculate in how many ways can 7 tennis players be seated in a circular order? 7 in a circular order. N people around a circle. Number of ways of doing this is n minus 1 factorial. 7 tennis players, 7 minus 1 factorial, 6 factorial, which is 720. Sitter, you should be nailing this. Just plugging in the formula, n minus 1 factorial. Done. How many signposts can be made using 6 different colored symbols when any number of them can be posted at a time? 6 different colored symbols. So we do violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange. Out of these 6, I don't have red. Fine, so we don't have 7, unfortunate. When any number of them can be posted at a time. Lovely question. Any number can be posted at a time. So we could have only one being posted. If only one is being posted, there's 6 ways. Either take the violet one, or the indigo one, or the blue one, or the yellow one, green one, yellow one, or orange one. So 6 ways. 2 are being selected. I could select VI or BG or IY or BO, anything. Or I can select in 6 C2 ways. Not just that, if I select V and I could have violet and indigo or indigo and violet. Or not just 6 C2, it is 6 P2. Or this will be 6 into 5. 6 ways of selecting the first signpost, 5 ways of selecting the second signpost, 6 into 5. I want to select 3 of these. 6C3 into 3 factorial. I select violet, indigo and blue, and then they can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. Or 6P3. 6 ways for the first one, 5 ways for the second one, 4 ways for the second. After this, I think we're done. Selecting 4 will be 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. Selecting 5 will be 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. Selecting all 6 will be 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This is 6 factorial. I know this is 720. This is also 720. 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. 6 into 5 is 30. 30 into 12. 360. 6 into 5 into 4. 30 into 4. 120. 6 into 5. 30. And then a 6. We need to add all of this up. It should end in 6. Unfortunately, every 3 numbers end in 6. So add all of this up. The unit digit is 6. 2, 4, 10, 12, 15, 5. 1 carried over. 2, 5, 12, 19, 1, 9, 5, 6. That is there. We're done. The 12 copies of Beatles CDs, 7 copies of Pink Floyd CDs, 3 different CDs of Michael Jackson, 2 different CDs of Madonna. Find the number of ways in which one or more than one CD can be selected. So the key thing here, 12 copies of a CD, 7 copies of CDs, 3 different CDs, 2 different CDs. We'll just be treating them differently. What do I mean by that? We have 12 copies of Beatles CDs. So B, 12 of these. 7 of Pink Floyd, P. 3 different CDs of Michael Jackson, M1, M2, M3. 2 different CDs of Madonna, M81, M82. What's the catch here? When talking about copies of Beatles CD, to me, only the number of Beatles CDs counts, not which Beatles CD. It's like having 12 copies of the Bible. So I'm not selecting a book. I'm just deciding, am I selecting 2 Bibles or 3 or 4? Or the decision making here is not as much selection of each item as it is of selecting the number of items. So as far as the Beatles CDs are concerned, I can say I'll do 0, 1, 2, 3 or all 12 of them. As far as the Pink Floyd CDs are concerned, I'm going to do either 0, 1, 2, 3 or all 7 of them. Now, coming to this M1, M2, M3, I could have M1 and M2, I could have M2 and M3, I could have M1 and M3, I could have M1, M2, M3, only M1, only M2, only M3. What I'm selecting matters, not just how many I'm selecting. So I could select none of them, that is one selection, or I could select one of them, 3C1, 2 of them, 3C2, all 3 of them, 3C3. The other way of thinking about it, M1 is either in or out, M2 is in or out, M3 is in or out, 2 into 2 into 2, 2 cube. Here there are 2 square possible selections, or my total number of possible selection is 2 square into 2 cube into 8 into 13. Right? So 13 into 8 into 2 cube into 2 square. However, this particular selection includes one possibility where nothing is selected. No Madonna CD, no Michael Jackson CD, no Pink Floyd, no Beatles. That can't be the case because I'm selecting one or more. So in this whole thing, subtract 1. Or we're looking for 13 into 8 into 8 into 4. 64 into 4. So 256 into 13 minus 1. 13 6 is 78, 8 7, 65 plus 7, 72, 2 7. 26 plus 7, 3328 minus 1, 3327. We subtract that 1 because this will include the possibility that nothing at all is selected, which we can't include. Subtract that 1 in the end, we're good to go. Please calculate in how many ways can a platoon of 16 soldiers be selected out of a total of 20 soldiers for a surgical strike. Surgical strike, new vocabulary. So 20 soldiers out of which I'm selecting 16. This 20C16 or 20C4 or 20 into 19 into 18 into 17 by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. 2 into 3 is 6, 18 by 6 is 3, 4, 20 by 4 is 5, 5 into 3 is 15, 19 into 17 is 18 square minus 1, this is 323, 18 plus 1 into 18 minus 1, 15 into 323 should end in a 5, too many ending in 5, 15 3 7 45, 5 4, 30 34, 4 3, 45 plus 3, 48, 4 8 4 5, yeah, that's there, done, 4 8 4 5. Please calculate in how many ways can a platoon of 16 soldiers be selected out of a total of 20 soldiers for a surgical strike. Surgical strike, new vocabulary. So 20 soldiers out of which I'm selecting 16, this 20C16 or 20C4 or 20 into 19 into 18 into 17 by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. 2 into 3 is 6, 18 by 6 is 3, 4, 20 by 4 is 5, 5 into 3 is 15, 19 into 17 is 18 square minus 1, this is 323, 18 plus 1 into 18 minus 1, 15 into 323 should end in a 5, too many ending in 5, 15 3 7 45, 5 4, 30 34, 4 3, 45 plus 3, 48, 4 8 4 5, yeah, that's there, done, 4 8 4 5.
Bhavani invested an amount of rupees 3900 divided into two different schemes, A and B, at the simple interest rate of 14% for A and 11% for B. Right? Total simple interest earned in total is 3508. What was the amount invested in scheme B? So we know we have two schemes, right? So there are two schemes, A and B. Now among these we know A gives 14% per annum, B gives 11% per annum. Right? Now we get some mixed average of this. This is a mixture of 14 and 11. Some amount is from that, some amount is from this. Right? Let us figure that out. Now the final amount earned is 3508. What are we supposed to find? Scheme B. So I am assuming I have invested X rupees in scheme B and 13900 minus X rupees in scheme A. The total amount of money that I invested is 3900. So if I am investing X rupees in scheme B, I will invest total minus X in scheme A. So these are the two different amounts that has been invested. Right? Now we know this is 14%, this is 11%. And the total of these simple interest is going to be 3508. Right? So this is simple interest is PNR by 100. So simple interest 1 is 13900 minus X into number of years is 2 years. 2 into 14 by 100 plus the other part is X into 2 into 11 by 100. These two will add up to 3508. Right? Now we have an equation, we will solve that. So this is 3900, this is 139 into 14 twos are 28 minus 28x by 100. Right? The same equation rewritten like this. This is plus 22 x by 100. So we have this number 139 into 28. I have to figure this number out. So this is going to be 139 into 28. 9 8s are 72. 8 3s are 24. 25, 26, 27, 30, 31. 8 1s are 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 1 1 2. And then there is 9, 18. 2 3s are 6, 7. 2 1s are 2. So 2, 9, 8, 3. 3892 is this number. So this is 3892 minus 3508. I'm taking that to this side is equal to 22 and 28, 6 x by 100. So subtract this, you will get 3892 minus 3508. So you'll get 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 4. This is 8. This is 384, I guess. 384. So 384, 6x by 100 is 384. Or you cross multiply this becomes 38400 divided by 6. So you have 38400 divided by 6. So in 38, this is 36, 6 times 2 carry. In 24, it is 4 times 6400. 6400 is your answer. 6400 is the right answer. So, an interesting question on fixed and variable cost. Let us try this out. Imagine that there are 459 managers in a hotel. Right? If the number of managers is enlarged by 36, the expenses of the food increased by 81 per day, while the average spending decreased by 1. Find the original spending of the hotel on food. Right? Let us first, too many variables, let us write down what are the things that we know. So we know there is going to be a fixed cost and a variable cost. Will we use that or not? We'll get there. Right? Now we'll start by saying, I have fixed cost plus 459 variable cost per plate cost, and this adds up to x rupees. Right? This is the original spending, is the x I am trying to find out here. Now the number of managers is enlarged by 36. So you have 459 plus 36 gives you 495. So there are a total of 495 managers now, right? Which means the fixed cost stays the same, but there are 495 managers put together, or plates of food that needs to be prepared. Now the total expense increased by only 81 rupees. So this is x plus 81. Right? Now we have two parts of information. One is originally how much was the total expense, which is x rupees. After adding those number of 36 number of managers, what is the total expense? Total expense is x plus 81. Right? Now how do you find out the average per plate cost? X is the total amount of money spent by 459 managers, or on an average they spent. X by 459 is y rupees. Let's assume y is the original average cost per plate. Right? Now what happens? In the second case, x plus 81 rupees is spent by not 459 managers, but it is spent by 495 managers. Now what do we know about the new average? The average decreased by 1. So this is y minus 1. So we know this much information. Now can we figure out x or y? Some one thing. Our final goal is to figure out x, but first can we figure out y? Okay, let us look at this. So this is x is 459y. This is one equation. This is x plus 81 is equal to 495y minus 495. Or I'll take the 495 this side. This is 495 plus 81 plus x is 495y, or I can write it as x is equal to 459y. I am bringing this equation here. Now I can subtract. Right? These terms stay as it is. X gets cancelled. 495 minus 459 will give you 36. So 495 plus 81, which is 495, 576. 576 is equal to 36y. If you subtract these two, you will get this. 576 is 36y. Looks like this will get stuck off by 6. So let me try that. 576 by 36 is equal to value of y. 6 times. In 57, it is going to be 9 times. So 54, 55, 57, 336 is going to be 6 times. So this is 96. 96 is going to be 10 times and then 6 times. I guess it is 16. So y is 16. Now that you know value of y is 16, and also we know x by 495, I guess. X by 459 is y. So x by 459 is equal to y, or x is equal to 459 into 16, right? So 459 into 16. So this is 4590. This is 9 6 are 54. 6 5s are 30, 35. 6 4s are 24, 28, 26, 27, 27. Going to be 4. 9 plus 5 is 4. 14, 1 carry. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And this is 7344. Yes, we have a winner. 7344 is the original amount that was spent by the hotel or by the managers on food. Interesting question, nothing fancy, but you need to get the idea of averages and percentages clubbed together in one question. Present sum of money amounts to 800 in 2 years and 920 in 3 years. Then the present sum of money is what? So we look at this. So you have some amount of money now, and at the end of 2 years, so this is now. At the end of 2 years, you have 800. At the end of the third year, you have 920. Right? It's not given if it is simple interest or compound interest, but this is on the amount. So we'll get there when we get there. Right? Now, whatever is the interest gained on this in this year is going to be 120, which means in 2 years' time, there was 240 that was gained. Right? So 800 minus 200 is 600, another 40 is 560, 560 is your answer. The present sum of money is 560, in 2 years it becomes 800, and then in 1 more year it becomes 920. Interesting question from averages from your IPM Rohtak paper. Let's solve this. Average presence of employees of a company for yoga session Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday is 32. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is 32. Right? And on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday is 30. So we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is 30 on an average. So this is 30. Average number of employees on all the 6 days is 26. So 26 per day for 6 days, you will get some number. We'll get there. Number of employees who attend the session on Wednesday is, right? This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On an average is 32. Or what is the total? It's going to be 32 into 3. Monday could have had 0 people, and Tuesday and Wednesday could have had 64 people in total. Sorry, not 64, but Tuesday and Wednesday could have had all the people, and still the average could be 32. Or it could be 32, 32, 32 each. In any which way, what we want to find out is what is the total number of people. So this is 32 into 3, which is 96 people. Yes, am I right? 96 people. Right? Now Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday is 30 people per day, which means a total of 120 people. Right? Now, what if I want to find out all 6 days, Monday to Saturday, right? I can add this. This is Monday to Saturday. plus an additional Wednesday because 2 Wednesdays are there, right? This number adds up to 120 plus 96 is 220 minus 4. So this is 216, right? So this is Wednesday plus the entire week is 216. The entire week is 26 into 6, which happens to be 6 6 are 36, 6 2s are 12, 13, 14, 15, 156. So 156 is the total number of employees. 216 contains 2 Wednesdays. You subtract this from this, you will get 0, you will get 15 and 21 is 6. So 60 employees were there on the Wednesday. Good question from races. We'll try this out. A fairly straightforward question. Guru and Chela walk around a circular path of 115 kilometers in circumference. So we know there is a circular park. The overall distance that has to be traveled is 115 kilometers. Right? They start together from the same point. If they walk at the speed of 4 and 5 kilometers per hour respectively, also they walk in the same direction, when will they meet? So let's assume this is a starting point. One starts at 4 kilometers per hour, the other starts at 5 kilometers per hour. Right? They both start at the same point, at the same time, in the same direction. Right? When will they meet again is the point, not where will they meet. Right? So very simple, it is relative speed, relative distance. Right? The relative speed is 5 minus 4, 1 kilometers per hour. What do you mean by that? After the end of first kilometer, person A would have traveled 4 kilometers. Sorry, after the end of first hour, person A would have traveled 4 kilometers, person B would have traveled 5 kilometers, or the gap between them is 1 kilometer. Right? At the end of second hour, person A would have totally traveled 8 kilometers, person B would have totally traveled 10 kilometers. So the difference increases by 1, and now the difference between them is 2. When they are starting, and the moment they start, they are going to, one person is obviously faster than the other person. So there is going to be a gap. You need to cover that gap. The faster person has to overtake and do one additional round for them to meet. That is the only way in which people can meet when they are traveling across in the same direction, in a circular race. So the relative speed is 1 kilometers per hour. One additional round is the idea behind meeting. So 115 kilometers they need to cover, they need to do it in 115 hours. The very straightforward question, if you understand the idea of two people are starting from the same point in the circular race in the same direction, when will they both meet if their speeds are different? They will meet when the faster person takes one additional round than the slower person. So the faster person needs to clock one additional round, which is 115 kilometers. Every hour the person gains 1 kilometer every hour, which means for 115 kilometers he needs 115 hours to gain that. That is your answer. Interesting question on averages. Average age of a group of 9 friends is 22 years. Lovegear is the youngest and his age is 6 years. Then what happened to be the average age of the family just before Lovegear was born? So this is a question. Right? Now, the average age of the group of 9 friends is 22 years. What is the total number of years available? What is the total number of age or years for the entire family or friends? Right? So this is 9 into 22, or this is 220 minus 22. Is going to be 198. 198 years is the current total sum of ages is 198. Right? Now we want to know what happened just before Lovegear was born. Lovegear is 6 years old now. Right? Which means we have to travel 6 years back to find what is this. 6 years back, Lovegear was not there. So his total of 6 years is gone. Right? But what happened with the other 8 members? Even their ages were 6 lesser, which means you need to subtract 9 times 6 years, which happens to be 54, I guess. So you subtract 54 in total from this, right? 8 minus 4 is 4, 9 minus 5 is 4, 144. So 6 years ago, before Lovegear was born, 144 years is the total age of the family or the group of friends or whoever they are. Right? 144 is the total for what? Age of what? Of 8 people. So the average is this 144 by 8. So this is 14 one time, and then there is 6, I guess. 64 is 8. So 18 years should have been the average age of the group before the last kid was born. 18 is your answer. Machines. In a factory, there are 3 types of machines, B1, B2 and B3, which produces 20%, 15% and 32% of the total products respectively. So B1 produces 20 products when the entire company produces 100 products. B2 produces 15 when the entire organization produces 100 products. B3 does 32 when the overall number is 100. Right? That is what percentages mean. Further, machines B1, B2, B3 produces 3%, 7% and 2% defective products respectively. Find the percentage of non-defective products. Right? So you take the number of products produced and subtract the defective products. You will get the non-defective products. A very easy way to look about it. Think about it. Right? So let's go here. So B1 has out of 20, 3% is defective. Right? 1% is 2. No, 2 is 10%, which means 1% is 0.2. 3x of that 3% is 3 times of 0.2 or 0.6. This is 0.6. So you get 19.4 for B1. Right? For B2, it produces 15 items out of 100 items, and there is a hit rate of or error rate of 7%. Right? So there is a 7% rate. 1% is 0.15. Right? Not 1.5, 0.15. 7 times of 0.15 is about 1.05. Let us assume this is about 1. Right? So you have 14. If you want it exactly, it is 1.05, so this will be 13.95. But we know there is about 14. The third item is 32. This B3 is 32 items, out of which 2% is defective. 1% of 32 is not 3.2, 0.32, or 2% is 0.64. So this is 0.64 getting subtracted. So it's going to be 31.36 thereabouts, 31.4. Right? Add these 3. Right? You'll get about 20, about 32 and 14. 20, 30, 34, 44, 54, 64, 64 point something. 64 is the closest answer available. 64 is the answer. Average stipend of summer internship of an institute is 20,000 per month. Recently, the institute announced increment of 2,000 per month for all the students. The new average stipend of the students will be, right? You don't need pen and paper to solve this question. Originally, everybody got 20,000 rupees, right? That is what the average means. On an average, everybody got 20,000 rupees, which means somebody could have gotten 10,000 and an equal somebody could have gotten 30,000, and they both will merge to 20,000 on an average. Right? Now, if they say everybody got an increment of 2,000, which means all the numbers are going to be shifted by plus 2,000, which means your overall average is going to be 22,000. There is your answer.